three-time Daytime Emmy Award nominee Cap Callahan and Grammy Award nominee recording artist Max Wolf.
Welcome to Hard News. I'm Cap Callahan.
And I'm Max Wolf.
Today we're going to be talking about No Child Left Behind. This is a bill that was introduced in 2001 as one of George Bush's first initiatives in his first regime.
For the first time, the federal government has required a framework for creating state standards, testing, and accountability, an apparatus new to the federal education legislation.
Well, why do you think we need a new framework like this for education, Wolf?
Interesting comment, Cap. We actually have a video from the Board of Education outlining why we have this initiative.
Let's roll that film.
All right, roll it.
Oh hey, I almost didn't see you there. I'm Brian Powers, educational expert, and I'm here to talk to you about a radical new thing that's going to change education as we know it. It's called No Child Left Behind. Oh, little Timmy. I almost didn't see you there. Folks, I'd like to introduce you to my good friend Little Timmy. Little Timmy in the past has been left behind by our current education system. But starting in 2001, George Bush is going to change all that.
Well, how is that, Mr. Powers?
Well, before we go into that, Little Timmy, let's see how education was before No Child Left Behind. Hey there, friends. We're here with my good friend, suburban middle school teacher, John Fernberger. Thanks for coming out, John.
No problem, Mr. Powers.
Now, I have some couple questions about you, about your class, which admittedly is a very good class, right?
Oh yes, we have the highest standards are met.
All right, well tell me a little bit about these standards.
Well, I have very high expectations for my class, and I vigorously test and drill these students to meet the highest standards possible.
Okay, well that sounds great. That's a good job you're doing there.
Thank
What
you.
about the class size? How are we doing on that?
Oh, it's about an average sized class, you know. Kind of a lot, but you know, it's manageable.
All right. And what about the diversity of your class? Would you say it's is there a lot of ethnic diversity?
It's a mix, but you know, it's mostly white, a small population of minorities.
All right, all right. So yeah, as I said, you know, you have a very good class going, and very high standards are set, and all these students seem to be achieving the standards. So thanks for coming on the program there.
No problem.
Hi, and now we're here with inner city Detroit teacher Griff Shackelford.
Griff Shackelford, heck service.
Good to see you again, Griff. Now, Griff, you teach at school in inner city Detroit. First of all, how did you get certified for a position as a teacher?
Certified. I was certified in the School of Hard Knocks, right here in the streets of Brooklyn.
We're in Detroit, Griff. All right. Anyway, well, moving on. How large would you say your class size is?
Upwards of 70, I lost count.
Upwards of 70. Wow, that is a large class. So, through all this, how do you assess your students' performance to see that none of them are getting left behind?
Left behind. I'm just lucky when they drop out, so I don't have to teach them anymore.
Frightening.
I need to take this.
Now, as you can see from the interviews that I had in a completely separate room, there's a wide divergence in how our schools are being handled. Under this No Child Left Behind initiative, we're going to consolidate and make sure that every single student gets the same type of education.
How are you going to do that, Mr. Powers?
Well, I'm glad you asked, little Timmy. According to this book, Printed in the Future, schools have to set goals. These goals aren't just some lofty thing, but they're based on scientifically based research, or as we like to call it, SBR. And the way they meet these goals are judged on a scale called Adequate Yearly Progress, or AYP for us common people. Schools that don't meet their AYP will get their funding cut.
Oh no, Mr. Powers, that'd be bad.
That's absolutely right, Timmy.
But how are we sure these schools' goals are in tune with the nation's goals?
That's a great question, Timmy. You know what? Obviously you haven't been left behind. We do that with the secret weapon of standardization. That is the National Assessment of Educational Progress Board. That compares state test results to, make sure that nobody's dumbing down their test results, or their tests, just to get higher results so they'll look better in the national scheme of things.
That sure would be a ballsy move, Mr. Powers.
It sure would. So, as we've seen in this short time together, No Child Left Behind is a perfect initiative with no flaws whatsoever. I hope you've learned a lot, friends. I sure know I have. I'm really looking forward to this future of education. See you next time.
And thank God it stopped bleeding. Oh, welcome back to Hard News.
Boom the shot.
Oh!
No! No! Well, sorry about that, but we're back now, folks. But you know something? That Brian Powers sure was a single attractive man. And it seems like he also had some good points about No Child Left Behind. This really could be a revolutionary step in education.
Not so fast there, Cap. No Child Left Behind has actually had quite a handful of criticism towards it. But actually a lot of celebrities have come out to speak against it.
Celebrities? Like who?
Well, we have via satellite in our tech room, our daytime nominee tech room, Tim Allen.
Tim Allen? I thought you said celebrities.